Tell me this, a lazy headline could be Emma Thompson finally does action lead, but it is very action heavy. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be quite so. Was it the most intense physically role you think you've done, certainly in a long time?
Um, yeah, in some ways, yes. I mean, Matilda, Nurse Trunchbull
True.
Trunchbull in Matilda was super, super intensely physical. But this was different because of the landscape we were in,
Mm,
and I certainly have never done anything like this before. A thriller, I've never shot a gun or,
yeah.
run on wet snow or fought with another person, female or male, on a
Yeah.
frozen lake,
No,
60 miles
indeed.
away from the Russian border. So, yeah, it was full of so many firsts.
Yeah. And, there's no CGI as far as I could tell. It looked really cold. Was it very cold?
Yes, it was bloody cold. It was really, really cold. Colder than we get in Scotland, where I am, and
Mm.
Ireland. It was minus, when I arrived, it was minus 27. So I
Oof.
got to Finland early. I got there a month early to just get used to being cold. Because, where we were shooting on that frozen lake, there wasn't anything near it. There wasn't any
Mm.
buildings. There was no Winnebago or nice cozy hotel to go to. You just had to get through the days. And the crew were the same. So I put on that big costume, the great big kind of overall Carhartt style
Yeah.
thing, and wore it for 4 weeks, before we started shooting, just to
Wow.
kind of get able to stop thinking about being cold.
Okay. Wow. People don't realize what goes into making movies. That's all the practicalities of it. On a metaphorical level, I suppose. Barb, I said this is maybe you being an action hero or something like that, but I wonder, she's the smartest person in it and she's tough, but she's not Sylvester Stallone. Is it saying something about, I don't know, tenacity is a superpower or something like that, that if you stick with it long enough, you can get through heavy duty things like this?
Yeah, I mean, I think you could say that. I mean, people have called her sort of the reluctant hero, but it seems to me that she's just doing what is essential under the
Mm,
circumstances. I mean, you wouldn't leave a girl in a cellar with those two people, and nor
no.
would I.
Mm,
We would probably die because we're not used to that kind of cold. But,
yes.
the point is, I think that what she does is very human. And the fact that she succeeds in the way that she does, which is a form of success and a form of sacrifice,
Mm,
is because she's grown up in that landscape. And I think one of the things that I loved most about her is the humble relationship and the very real relationship she has with nature.
yeah.
That most of us are sort of cut off from nature, aren't we? We're not used to having to um, navigate extreme weather. And
Mm,
she's used to it. So she knows how to mess people up. She knows that, removing all sources of heat will really, really put a spanner in the works.
mm,
So you can see where it's all coming from. It's coming from practicalities that she's grown
yeah.
up with since she was little.
Yeah.
Her grandmother saying to her, "Now, don't you leave the house without your gloves because
Yeah.
you lose the use of your hands. That's the end of it. You
Yeah.
lose your
That stuff
fingers. You
comes
lose your
back into
fingers."
play. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Tell me this, just before our time wraps up. The problem with you and your career at this stage is now people like me have grown up with you. I hope that doesn't make you feel old. And they
No,
get
no,
in
it makes
front
me
of
feel
you.
very proud.
Good, good. Well, the movie of all of yours that I've seen that spoke to me the most, because I remember seeing it as a teenager, was Remains of the Day.
Uh-huh.
And to this day, the unrequited or the stilted or the life not lived love
Yes.
between you and Anthony Hopkins, even though you were the one trying to. Do you find people like me bring that up to you a lot? That if you look back over your whole career, that's the one I focused in on because it spoke to me as a teenager. Do you get that reaction? It's fine if you don't. You don't have to agree with me, but I wonder, does it recur a lot?
What happens is that every person, because it's been going on a long time, me making
Yes.
movies, people are struck by something. You know how you pick up a book or you learn a word or you meet a person just at the time when you need it?
Yes.
Especially when you're a teenager, there are
Yeah.
films and books and people that hit you at a very particular moment, and that's why it resonates. So for some people, it's Remains of the Day. For some people, it's Sense and Sensibility, or it's Love Actually, or it's bloody, Nanny McPhee.
Yeah,
People kind of get hit by certain. I suppose that's why I love the fact that I can keep changing up, because then you never get caught in one
yeah,
moment. And I'm glad you brought up Remains of the Day, because it relates to the love story in Dead of Winter,
yeah.
because that love story, that complete, that really lived life,
Mm,
is one that it's much easier to let go of, isn't it?
yeah,
It's all
absolutely.
right for her
Yeah,
to say, "Skull, Carl.
yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah,
it's time to go, and I'll
yeah.
go with you."
Well, that's beautifully put. And I take it as a compliment that people like me are marking our lives out through the movies you've been in. It's meant to be as a compliment, not to age you.
No, not at all. And I'm very proud and glad that I'm
So
still
you
making
should be.
movies at 66. Oh,
Yes.
that just made me cry. Thank you.
Oh dear. Oh dear. I didn't mean to do that.
No,
Uh,
that's fine. It's good for me.
can I tell people I made Emma Thompson cry? Is that,
Oh,
can
go on,
I,
go on.
can,
Yes.
can I go
Like,
into
like
the day and
sob,
say that?
like in Love Actually, she just wouldn't stop, just sobbing.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I'm out of time. It was lovely to meet you again. Continued
Yeah, it's
success.
lovely to see you too, babe. Have a great day.